Okay. Can you hear me? Am I coming in loud and clear? Had to go. Had to go straight to going live for some reason. My intro video of that beautiful starship footage wasn't here, so just went straight to live. That was a good stream, Andrew. Nice show. Good job on your third attempt at painting the registry. I admire that you took another crack at it. Who knows? Maybe on the next model, you'll get to take another try on that. My name's not here either. Just says Jody LaForgery. It doesn't say Cheap Engineer. Weird. Trenton's back. Welcome back, my friend. Howdy again. Howdy, sir. Thank you for joining me back again. Says hit the like button. Yeah, hit the like button. And Ken is here. Hello, Ken. Welcome back, my friend. So there's Andrew. Says looks like the redirect worked. It looks that way. We got 7, 8 people are showing up. Thank you for doing that, Andrew. Appreciate that. Trent says howdy, Ken and Andrew. And he says, yeah, it did work. So I just automatically switched over to this one. I don't know why my intro video was gone. I couldn't, it wasn't there in the assets to add it. Did I maybe not go into the HTML thing or something? I don't know. I don't see a StreamYard's logo in the top. It says YouTube sucks sometimes. Yeah, it does. But we're using, we use a program called StreamYards, and you have like your brand set up with your intro videos and your outro videos and all that. And you got like a little soundboard of sound effects you can pick and choose from to use and things like that. You can set up a second camera and have your logo on the screen, which I don't have. Where's my logo? What's going on? Where did everything go? Do I even have it on here? Everything's gone. I don't understand. Okay, well, whatever. My StreamYard's info got deleted all except for my name, which doesn't make any sense. That's happened a couple times now. I don't have any I have all the sounds and that's in there. Oh, because I'm not on. No. Hold on. Oh, it's too late. I can't pick it now. Sorry, guys. Bear with me. I'm trying to figure this out. So there's a drop-down box here. It's on Hobby Time Modelers. I can pick mine, but it doesn't change to mine. It shows my logo at the bottom of the comments. Trenton says YouTube shenanigans. Yeah, there's always some shenanigans going on here with StreamYard. It changes on a daily basis. So I wrapped up the end of the last one by adding this little cowling, I guess, around the front to close in the spot where the wires are. And the little stand comes up. I used, I don't know if you can see that, but that is the impulse deck from the 1/2500 scale Enterprise B model that I used to make the little USS inserter, which is what I'm making here, a larger version of the inserter. So I'm using the Excelsior kit to make the large scale. It's not going to be called the inserter. It'll be called whatever name I can make out of the word Excelsior. Or I guess it has the other one too, the Lakota, or the, what was the other one? I think it's the USS Lakota. Trenton says the larger inserter is coming along great. Ken says, would you like some company? Absolutely, Ken. Let me put my earphone in if you still feel like doing some producing, if you're up for it. You're absolutely welcome. Let's see if it's working. Can I hear you? Well, not you, but I want to make sure. Is this thing on?
Good evening.
How about now? Oh, this one's on. All right.
Can you hear me now?
Yes, sir. I can hear you now. Welcome, Ken. Welcome to the Sudbury Saturday Night, Part 2.
Part of your Saturday to Saturday Canadian All-Stars.
Mm-hmm. That's right. Another fellow Canadian, my friend Ken, joining me in the chat. Let's see. Trent says, no worries. Would you like some company? Larger inserter come along great. Trenton says 5x5, Ken.
Perfect.
5x5 what?
That is just like in the pipe 5x5. It basically means you're right on target. You can hear me perfectly fine. All good.
Oh, okay. Is that a military term?
Yes.
Okay, that's why I don't know it. All right, so as I was saying, I used the little impulse crystal bit right there from the Enterprise B kit. And what I'm going to do now is I want some details around it, but I also want a little detail of something right here. So I'm going to look for a piece. Got a little bit right here from left over from the Cardassian ship. A little bit that has a little bit of details on it. That looks like it might fit right in place right there.
Nice. Trenton says, so when a girl asks, what did you do Saturday night? Go out? My response is all, nope, but built models. That's my idea of dating.
I've been seeing models.
Yeah. I was just with some models.
Yeah.
Having a good time, if you know what I mean.
Well, it was funny when I was talking to some people we hadn't seen in a while, and they're saying what you've been up to lately. And I says, oh, I got into modeling. I recently started modeling. And people were like, what? You're modeling? I was like, oh, yeah, I'm modeling.
Is that so hard to believe?
Yeah. Oh, look at, there's a nice little, here's a little piece of plastic that has some ridges in it. It's from a pencil lead little container.
Nice.
Mechanical pencil leads. Might be able to use that. I'm just digging through a bin here that has a bunch of little model cuttings and little
odds and ends
and bits. Yeah, odds and ends. I keep pretty much every little bit that I cut off each model.
You can call it your tickle trunk.
I can. Maybe I could put one of those little Cardassian shuttles that Donnie printed for me.
Oh, there you go.
Got a little shuttle there. It won't look like a shuttle, but it's like fits right there, and it looks kind of cool. Fits kind of like right there.
Yeah.
It's got like these little forkies on it.
Oh, what are you going to be putting on top?
On this?
That section there that with the little bridge you were saying earlier on the previous.
So
screen.
I've got the bottom of the Ferengi ship, the bottom center piece of it that I cut off, and that's going to be my top part.
Right. Were you going to add anything else, do you think, or no? Up there or no?
Well, I might add a piece instead of flattening this out. I might add a piece to fill that instead. Sort of the same way I did here, right? There was a gap, and I just kind of wrapped a band around it.
Yeah.
So I could do like the same thing right here. But then I've got this big divot here because this is cut in half, right? So this bit here on the proper model, this bit goes into that for whatever reason, because the actual model, this lifts up and the neck moves in and out, right? This model, this ship in canon can move and manipulate its frame a little bit. I know we've seen this in the show, so this part like raises up, and then there's lights or whatever, and I think they had weapons or something inside that. So I could either cut this in half and use it to fill that in, or I can make that a feature.
You sure could.
And then I just looked at this piece and I was like, you know what? I could cut this piece in half and put that in there as like a detailed feature.
Yeah, that'd be add some
Looks
nice, some nice surface details there.
Yeah. Yeah, so I would have to cut this directly in half and then file the edges because I want to try to get it to sit right in there the same as that.
Right.
So maybe actually it'd probably be easier if I did that part first because I can hang on to it.
Yeah.
So I'm just going to get my trusty fret leveling beam here. I'm just going to start rubbing it this way. So I'm going to end up sacrificing one side of this because I can't cut it in half this way. There's no way that I can do that. So
you don't have
doesn't really.
You don't have a little saw or anything?
It's too thin.
Okay.
At the time it would take me to cut this in half.
Oh, you're saying? Oh, sorry. You're going like, along that way.
Yeah, like this way, right? So that I wouldn't sacrifice one of the sides here. But this side doesn't have a whole lot of detail on it. This side's got a bunch of little features on it.
So I wonder, is it worth trying to keep a little bit of the features on the very end of the tips? Because it looks like they might be coming a little bit away from the body of the ship with the curve of the ship.
So if I had this in, so see how there's like this little curvy lip right here?
Yep.
I could cut that away so that goes in and that stays on.
And then that way
then you have that.
You just sand away the main body part, but the spike parts you could leave detailed still.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, what I'm going to do is I'm going to just go like this and just smooth down the one side of it.
Oh, okay.
Like that. Right. But what I want to do is I want to try to get this inside shape of that so that I can put this in. So what I'm going to do is cut right there. I'm going to get rid of this little bulkhead or this little piece right here.
If anybody else is watching, feel free to say hello in the comments. Let us know who's here tonight.
Where's Sarah Kettle? Sarah Kettle was supposed to be watching. She's
you don't have to talk all night, but you can would be nice to see someone say hello.
So my wife Mary is out with some of her friends, and I guess they said, "What's Jody doing tonight?" And Mary said he's doing his weekly live stream, and Sarah said, "Oh, I want to watch." And then I don't know what led her to my PayPal link, but I got a notification that I got a deposit in my PayPal from Sarah. And she's like, "I want to watch your stream tonight." And she gave me a nice donation, and I really appreciate it. So I was looking forward to her tuning in, because I said I would give
Sarah,
her a model show and tell.
Yeah, Sarah, if you're watching, feel free to say hello. Let us know you're here.
Well, they might not be watching because they're kind of partying, playing darts, and having fun,
True.
hanging out. But if yous are, let me know so I can say thanks. So I'm just trying to get it the same as the other side. Gonna assume that they're pretty similar. So we got some little pins. I think I'll get rid of the little pins. These are like just the little pins that are supposed to locate into the other piece of the model on the Cardassian ship.
Right.
Watch your eyes.
Ow.
I wonder if that was in slow motion, if we would have seen that. So just like a couple little nubs right there. We'll just denub it. Just denubify the end right there. This end of it's getting pretty smooth.
Almost time to replace the sandpaper.
Yeah, I can get new paper for it, just from Amazon or wherever. Okay, so now I got to cut this right directly in half. I'm going to change my glasses to these ones.
We all have something like that.
See it. These ones are pretty good. It's got 3 different interchangeable lenses that you can use. There's a light attachment too, but I removed the light attachment because it's like a big thing and it's like cumbersome. And I'm happier using it just in my hand, and then I can move it around and use it wherever I like. Okay, so let me try to get, there's little ridges in the center here. It looks like the middle is right in between them, so I'm going to start there. Try and go right through. So the slower you go with this thing, the more it melts the edges, right?
Yep.
You got to kind of go quickly and not a lot of pressure. When you put pressure, it melts it too.
Yes, unfortunately, it's so true. Trenton says, I need to get one of those. He means the sanding stick. The fret leveling beam?
Yeah, that's actually a fret leveling beam.
It's for building guitars.
But I've used it more in building models in the last 2 years than I did on guitars. Like I did a refret once and I had to level frets once or twice, but I never did a lot of that. I use it more. I use it almost every day on this. So much that the edges have worn out because it has the same grit of paper on the edge here, and it came right to the corner, right? So you could use that corner for sanding perfect 90-degree corners into things. So I did that a lot.
He says he wishes he could get one of those Sonic blades. Yeah, the Sonic Saber is the brand most of us have been using now. Yeah,
that was graciously donated to me by by one of our fans there, Dash. The same one that donated the very generous super chat on the first stream, which I still can't believe.
Yeah, those Sonic Sabers are nice. There are some newer versions out now where it's not necessarily the Sonic Saber brand, but they're also cordless.
Oh, really?
Yep.
I could see that being hard on batteries.
I would
And
assume
if it
it'd be
has a
rechargeable. Like
yeah,
it'd probably
but
be like your
it would
sander
be
there.
hard on that.
Oh, I'm sure it is.
Okay, just trying to get rid of the little like little burr, little rollovers. Let me just get in there.
Yeah, I saw somebody else's modeling channel using one not too long ago, and they had a cordless one.
All right, so I'm going to switch over to the more aggressive sanding thing. Make sure I'm on the proper side here. I only need to worry about getting with the one end of it sort of smoothed down because that's where it's going to be contacting. I guess I'm going to have to get rid of this hump right here too.
Yeah, Trent says he'd rather have the corded Sonic Saber than a battery operated.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, if you're just using it at your hobby desk, then really, you know, you're not going around your entire house needing to use it. I mean, yeah.
I'd rather have a phone that still needs to be plugged into the wall.
No, I'm good with a cell phone.
Just hold it by the tip here. I resisted having a cell phone until it was absolutely necessary for me to have one.
Yeah.
Same thing with driving. I resisted that until I didn't have a choice anymore.
Yep.
Well, not that I didn't have a choice anymore, but you know, I have a family now, and I was trying to be more responsible.
Yeah.
And I always thought I wouldn't be a good driver, and I was worried about it. You know what I mean? I don't, have the experience or skill because, like, when I was younger, I wasn't driving cars around like all my buddies were. You know what I mean? Nobody ever taught me how to drive. I just basically taught myself.
Yeah.
And but it turns out I'm actually very good at it.
Well, there you go.
And it didn't take long before everyone else out there driving started driving me insane because how did you get your driver's license?
Oh, I see the same thing when I drive around. I look at people, even though I'm retired now, I look at them and think, yeah, that's a ticket. That's a ticket.
All right, just going to try to smooth down this pocket a little bit here. I'm not worried about it looking fantastically beautiful. Let's see this one right here. That's pretty good. I can put it up in here just like that. Up in there.
Go. That looks like that's going to fit really well.
Yeah.
And I'd almost say keep that small gap in there.
Yeah,
You know, that
I
way
was
it
thinking that
denotes it
too.
as like a whole different section.
Yeah, just like that.
Yep.
Yeah.
You know, even when you push it tight
Me
together, there's still
righty.
that kind of roundedness between both seams.
Oh, I
And
think I
you
could
could
just
use
get
your
a new,
Tamiya extra thin for that too,
yeah, eh?
because it's all
I'll give it a
styrene.
try. Yeah, I'll give it a
You can
shot.
just
So I
paint
can
some
put
down in
some
there and then lay the part in
onto
place.
here.
Yep.
A little gap, and then that makes this flush with the edge right there, pretty much.
There you go.
So I can just kind of.
And then you can paint in a little bit more of that glue, if you like.
And I have a little clip. There. And then I can just drip some right in like that.
Yep.
And like that. All right. So,
There you go. And in just 2 or 3 minutes, that'll be all good now.
all good in the hood.
All good in the hood. Any ideas what you're going to do with the Romulan bird of prey?
No, that's a tough one.
Yeah.
That's a tough one. I can't really think. Someone did suggest because there's that newer version that we saw that where it's presented vertically. Have
Right.
you seen that? I'm not sure if it's just a concept art or if it appeared in one of the shows. I can't remember. It may only be a concept art.
Oh,
But
okay.
it's like the same. It's like the same thing, but it's vertical.
Right.
Maybe that would be something cool to do.
Yeah.
Oftentimes, I think the concept art is way cooler than the final model that they build for filming. You know what I mean? Or nowadays CGI model, but like a lot of the older ones, I've seen concept art for the older ones. I was like, oh, that's cool, man. Like the Enterprise D, it was way more thin and sleek. You know what I mean? It was kind of a little bit more low profile.
Yep.
A little smoother. And
Oh, you remember what the refit
interesting.
was going to look like?
Yeah. Oh, like the Phase 2 version?
Was
Drawing.
originally going to look like the Disco, the Discovery.
Oh, yeah. The original Enterprise.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was going to look a lot more like that.
Yeah.
See, your Trenton says
that's where they got that design.
Trenton says I got my first cell phone in 2008, and I think it was an old flip phone. And then he says, yeah, I think that's only a concept for the Romulan bird of prey.
Yeah. I think it may have been Andrew that suggested it. I think it was last week on the group stream there. I think Andrew brought it up.
And then Trenton says, I agree that a lot of the older concept art looks cooler than the final render, just like the Neandra class.
Yeah. Well, that's what I'm going to do to the Enterprise C, Trenton. I got the Enterprise C kit, and I was trying to figure out how I'm going to elongate those nacelles to get that Narendra class look, right? The concept design. I think it's Andrew Probert's design. And Ian sent me another Enterprise C model kit out of the blue. And I was like, hey, I can use that because now I can cut the center part out of the extra nacelle pieces, right? So I can take the first nacelle and chop it in half, make a gap, and then enter the middle section of the nacelle from the other kit.
Any idea what you're going to do with that 1/1000 Enterprise I sent you?
I've been thinking about ideas to incorporate that into like a scene or something. I saw a couple videos where they use those filaments.
Yep.
As like lasers, right?
Yeah.
So I have to do a little bit of research because all I have right now are blue and green.
Well, it is the TOS Enterprise, and on the old show, they'd be firing blue phasers, were they not?
I'm pretty sure sometimes they were blue and sometimes they were red. But I want to get a longer one. See, in the blue ones, I got these ones, and this one is very long.
Yeah,
So
you don't want
is-
the ships gaming, because ideally it would be nice to, one run one end from one ship to the other, so that way you can
Yeah,
hide
that's
your
exactly
wiring.
that's exactly the plan. That's why I have the ones that have a contact on each end, right?
Yeah, and you
So
don't want
this
something
can
as
be
short as that first one you showed us, because that's, ships being that close.
yeah, that's right. They wouldn't be that close, but this one's a pretty good distance long. This one's a blue one.
Yeah.
So you have this one coming out of the phaser part, right, of the ship where it comes out.
Yep.
And then you have this one going into the other ship. And what I saw the guy do is he took pieces of steel wool. So he made like a damage hole, right? Say where it's hidden this one. So you drill a hole and you break, you melt it or whatever. You cut it up
Yep.
and chop it up and make it look damaged. This would be inside. And then you have like little chunks of steel wool that sit around there, and it looks like twisted metal and scaffold, not scaffolding, but it looks like framework. Yeah, framework, yeah. Right? Inner framing, stuff like that. And it looks pretty cool, and it reflects and it shines, right? Because it's just steel wool and it's little flat pieces. So with that, and I'd need another 1000 scale model of maybe something else. And I have what do I? Well, I don't have any other ones in the 1000 scale and like enemy models. So
I was just thinking you should have the TOS Enterprise shooting the Botany Bay.
Oh yeah, there you go. Boom, boom.
Just eliminate that part right there.
Yeah, that would have solved a lot of problems. That's a good one. That's a good idea. Just how do you solve a problem?
And just put a little placket underneath and just have it titled "Problem Solved."
Yeah, problem solved. That's a good idea, Ken. I like that.
Let's see here. Trenton says, that's cool. I'll definitely look forward to that build. And then he said, yep, they were blue a lot of times for the TOS phasers.
They were, eh? Okay, I need to take a little more off this.
Because then you could pretty much use that stand that the model comes with, just replace the solid rod with a tube.
I haven't looked at the stand. Like what? It's like a thing with two solid rods.
It's it has a rod for the Enterprise, and then it just has a little plastic piece that clips onto that rod on the outside.
Okay.
And just goes out for, a few inches, and then comes up like a, quarter inch, half inch, whatever.
Oh,
and then that's what the Botany Bay sits on.
I see.
So you could put it just out in front of the Enterprise or something you could even use that short phaser.
Yeah. Because in the scene, it's like right up beside it, right?
Yeah.
They're flying side by side.
That's kind of what it was shown in the show, right? That it was flying alongside of it.
That's what it shows on the model box too.
Yeah.
So that in there.
Too bad you weren't still doing some lighting in there. You could have removed the light blocking just around that seam area between the top and the bottom there, and just have light like a whatever color light leaking through there. Like say a green light or an orange light or something.
It's not painted on there.
But just the seam in between.
That part of it. Yeah, I get what you mean. I would have to scrape the inside of this raised, like on the inside there, it's raised.
Yeah.
You try to get in there on a 90-degree angle and scrape the inside of that.
No, I think that's something that would have had to have been planned ahead of time.
Let's see what it looks like. Yeah, I don't plan much of this stuff ahead of time. Sometimes I have an idea of what I want to do. You know what I mean? Like the Enterprise C, like I was just talking about.
Yep.
But I couldn't figure out how to do it. Planning ahead a little more for that one anyways. I'm trying to get ahead of the game. Let's see. Let's turn this one away. Yeah, there's not gonna.
Yeah, no, that's fine.
It's not gonna get anything. It'd be cool if it did, though.
Yeah.
Still, that looks kind of cool.
Oh, for sure.
Got a little light coming through here. This is bright enough that I could add. I could drill a hole and add a little fiber optic thing in the end here. There's enough light inside here that it would pick it up.
Yeah.
And I want to still add a little detail to the top of this too. But my back little engine thing looks kind of cool.
Trenton says, "Hey Ken, have you built the same kit like multiple times?" I know I have. It depends. Like more of my background of model building had been armor. So, like for example, on Sundays here, I've restarted doing another M4A3E8 Sherman tank, and I've built that same kit from Tamiya probably 3 times previously. A few others, not too often, but yeah, I'm just starting to get into Star Trek because that's kind of always something I've wanted. And now that I'm retired, I'm kind of moving that way. But yeah, I have. So to answer your question, yeah, I have done a few kits multiple times.
So I have not until now. So as I said earlier, I was working on the 1000 scale Excelsior here, turning it into a larger version of the USS Inserter. So I have had this kit before, the Excelsior, and it's this one. So I have done the same kit, but I'm not making it in the same way. And of course, I didn't make this one in the way that it's supposed to be made. Looks like I need to change the batteries in this one too. So I added, oh, there's Andrew. Does multiple times at the same time count? Yes, Andrew, you worked on the same kit both at the same time.
Yes, Andrew has also built a lot of Enterprise E kits as well.
Oh, yeah. Okay, so this one also needs new batteries. These have been sitting around. I think this is the same batteries I had in this model when I brought it to Wonderfest. And those are cheap.
Andrew says, yeah, that too. A lot of, Enterprise E's.
Oh, there, now she's bright. Bright like a Breuger or something. I don't know.
Trenton says, I love that Excelsior refit.
This is the Excelsior refit and upgrade. So there's my dish there. I don't know if you can see the detail inside. There we go. There's like a little coney. I can't see it. It's too dark.
It's either one or the other. Sorry,
so I added those little slats Actually, I added that whole cylinder because it's way bigger than the original one. I drilled that, or I cut that circle larger, and I put a bigger tube in there so that I could put the larger light in there. And I added those slats, and it's got this clear. Let me see if I can illustrate this. You kind of got to cover. This. And you can see that clear ring sort of glows. This is a clear ring around it.
Steve Martin's here. He says that is too
Hey, Steven.
sweet.
Welcome back. Made the little arboretum. Added the little arboretum windows.
Nice.
Larger windows. So I added that whole back triangular piece because the one thing I didn't like about the Excelsior was how flat it was. And I took the piece that was supposed to be the shuttle bay interior detail and I turned it into a secondary impulse engine with its own little crystal. And it has a crystal in there. So does this one. They have crystals in there. I take little plastic clear crystals and I put them in there. And I cut I shortened that. I always found that looks like a goblin's hat. The way that points backwards, the impulse engine there. So I shortened it and I added 2, stacked them up. So we got dual impulse engines. And we got a little windowy area right in between them. There's a little engineering section there. I drilled those out on the bottom so that those could be lit. I got in there with my little drill bit. Made that little sensor dome out of, there's the stand. Made the little sensor dome out of some clear plastic tube stuff I had. And let's see what else. Oh, added this, added that instead of that back empty area. So that's like a clear piece of lenticular plastic with like some ridges on it. And of course I got rid of the way the pylons come out. The pylons are coming right out of the side of the hull now instead of that little pod. And getting rid of that little pod allowed me to move the shuttle bay back.
And of course the wonderful shuttle flying out.
Yeah. I got the little shuttle coming out, which is lit. How's that?
That's good.
I still got the stupid glasses on. Hold on. I can't see my monitor. I'm looking at my monitor and everything's blurry. I'm like, is that in focus? I can't even tell. There we go.
Yeah, Trent agreed that cargo area needed a cover underneath.
Yeah. I've heard someone say that was supposed to be the transwarp engine.
Oh,
see that area.
Let's
see if we can get in here to see this. Oh, there we go. So I made that back wall of the shuttle bay there, the little interior. And I cut the little shuttles that come with the kit that are on the little, they're on the little detail that you're supposed to put inside the shuttle bay. I released them from that and put them in there. Painted them up as best I could. And also modified the nacelles pretty heavily. So these are those filaments. I got red ones in there, those little bendy ones.
Yep.
And I got the long blue ones. So the blue ones are those really long ones like I showed you. So it goes all the way around like this.
Nice.
So it's doubled up in there. And the only way that I could do it was to put it inside of a plastic straw, fold it in half, doubled up.
Yep.
Insert it into a plastic straw with a flat piece of styrene that's the width of the straw to hold it in place in there to keep it rigid, because you can't glue anything to this stuff. No. Nothing will stick to it. Maybe silicone. Maybe I could have tried caulking, but I never tried caulking. It's the only thing I didn't try. Tried every other glue I had. Looks like I gotta get some putty in there. I didn't have any putty when I did this, so I never got around to doing it now that I have some, so I got to do that.
Looks
But yeah,
amazing.
That's my Excelsior refit. Oh, and I even managed to get a couple windows in the back of the bridge there for like the lounge area or the conference room or whatever they have.
Yep.
There's a little detailed shot of the bridge, which, that's like the size of a quarter, right? Smaller than my thumbnail. So yeah, I'd say I did a pretty half decent job.
I'd say it's more than a half decent, Jody.
Let's go look at the little crystal there. All right, there's my, oh yeah, and I made the little, I'm quite proud of that too.
Nice.
Okay, back to what I'm doing here.
Back to the regularly scheduled program.
Back to your regularly scheduled coffee. Where's my model? Here it is. Okay, so we got these little side guys on. Let's just come back in. Come closer. Please come closer. Don't be afraid.
Trenton says the delta on that stand is cool.
Thank you. Thank you. Oh, I did one on this. This was the second one. I think I did a better one on the USS Trenton.
And look who's here.
Hey, it's Cameron. How's it going, Cameron?
He says, dang, looking great.
I think I did a better Delta badge on this one.
And Jody does all that by hand. He doesn't have a 3D printer or anything.
Yeah, I do. It's right here. It's right here.
Yep.
It's right here.
Yep.
Here's my 3D printer. Oh, here's another component to my 3D printer right there.
Yep.
And right here. Also this.
Yes.
That's how I made the domes here for the Bussard collectors. So these nice smooth white domes. And the blue part around here. Because I had this, see the center part that's painted copper?
Yep.
That's all I had. That's all there was. So what I did was I took my glue and I just put a bead of it on the edge, and then I dipped it in the stuff, and then I did the other edge, and I went around and around, and I kept doing that. So just additive material 3D printing. Basically, I am 3D printing, but just not with filaments and a machine, right? I'm doing it like this with the glue and the powder. So that built it up wide enough that I could cut it to the shape of the shape of what I made my hollow part here for my deflector. I call it the whale's mouth because it looks like the mouth of a big weird whale.
It does.
It does.
With angry looking eyes on the sides.
Yeah. So I need to clean it up a little bit because I painted that by hand with a brush, and it's very difficult at that scale because it's so small.
Yeah.
But everything that's blue there is glue and baking soda. Same with the Bussard collectors. I did the same thing. I've just put like a ring of glue around the circle here, and then dipped it in, and then just kept repeating that until it got to the top and closed in on itself. And then I filed it to a little dome.
Nice.
Easy peasy.
Trent says it could also look like a shark's mouth.
Yeah. Kind of looks like a shark's mouth with that long nose. When you see the nose, when you look at it like this, it's kind of whaley. But then when you see that nose, it's like sharky. Like a goblin shark. Somebody said on one of the streams last week that it looks like a goblin shark.
Kind of does.
Yeah. So I totally repainted this thing, and I think it looks a lot better. The green wasn't really doing it for this style of a ship.
Yep.
And the sort of mustardy browns and beiges that I had kind of weren't doing it either. I still got to repaint this part right here. I don't like this. So there you go.
Turned out good.
Some of these have little fiber optics that I heated and domed over.
Yep.
But these ones here had glue in the holes, and I didn't want to try drilling it because the light is right there, and I didn't want to drill into the little LED.
Yep.
So instead of putting a little fiber optic, I just put a drop of clear on, just right on the dot there.
Nice. That turned out well.
I'll probably put a couple more just to thicken it up and make it darker. And then same thing on the bottom. I just put a drop right on the hole. That one's not very good, but who cares? It's the bottom.
Trenton says instead of cheap engineer should be insane engineer. Just kidding.
Oh, don't worry about it. Oh yeah, and then there's that little glowy feature that I got there. I just kind of masked that off when I painted the inside. I masked that and left it. Got like a, oh yeah, the inside's colored with a blue marker. I gotta get rid of that green that's on the edge there inside. But yeah, got that little glowy feature. The little glowy feature. Yes, I call it the little glowing feature. Okay, so next step. I'm not gonna worry about. I want to put a little detail on here sometime, but I'm not gonna worry about that right now because I gotta get this top figured out. I left these wires open because I still want to add lights. We're going to need something in the front as well, so I got to close that in too. And that's something I have not thought about yet. This front part right here. So
you trying to keep it more Ferengi style, or
I think I might take away this little corner right here.
Yeah, that comb feature.
No, just the 90-degree corner in the corner of the comb feature, just up to this line right here.
Okay, yeah.
So I'll leave like the little forky part,
right?
But that's just real thin, and yeah. This isn't doing anything for me. I think it would look cooler if that was gone. This doesn't need to be flat and square at the front. That kind of throws it off, right?
Put the front section of the Romulan bird of prey there. I'm just kidding.
The face. I do have a small one. Like, how big is it? Oh no, it's the old school Romulan bird of prey. It's the saucery one. Yeah, the.
So not the Klingon bird of prey, though. The Romulan, Deerdix or whatever it is.
Yeah, that's a big one.
Yeah,
that's a large model.
That's the thing with that adversary set. Then the ships weren't even in scale with each other.
No. Try this on like a curve first.
Yeah.
And then if I want to cut right in there, I'll cut right in there and take it out. But I'll start by kind of leaving a bit. Following the contour of it. There, so we're kind of more knife-like, more sort of edgy, man.
Yeah. I mean, you could sand it down to that line too if you wanted.
I think I'm gonna. See, you're still left with a straight line there. It's not as much though.
Yeah.
It's not as bad. And then I can add a detail maybe that sticks out. That'll kind of Kind of
Where's
break
that?
up a little bit,
There's
right?
that right near your clamp there. There's that Cardassian part.
This.
Yeah. To have it, sticking out straight or whatever, like as if it's, the bridge section or something. I'm not sure.
Hmm.
I mean, as an option for detail parts.
Well, let's see where this gets to, because this doesn't reach the end, does it? That's up a little bit. Oh, it does. Now that I've cut it off, it does.
Right.
Before it didn't. So that could be like,
yeah,
something like up there. There's not much going on right here. That could be a good little, right there. Not hard to put a little bottom spot on it.
Just as an option. I mean, something to think about.
Yeah, that's cool. I like that. And then we got these little Cardassian shuttles. I still got a bunch of them. And they got like a little fork in them. I don't know. Maybe like, say if that was
glue
here.
a couple of them on somewhere.
Yeah, what if it was like right here? Oh, no, this way. Sticking.
Makes it look like a snake's forked tongue then.
Yeah, but if I put a couple of them, say I put like 2 or 3 of them going down like that.
Yeah.
Let's see. There's a couple more. Oh, got some.
Looks like nacelle.
Yeah, Enterprise D Broussard things that I didn't use. There, we got some more shuttles right there. A bunch of shootles. Look, it's a bunch of shootles. Oh, we've got this Samsung remote cover right here. It's got a circle in the front of it. That's boring, though.
You would almost need to have greeblies put on it.
Oh, yeah. This already has stuff on it.
Yeah, exactly.
So I'm going to probably want lights here, right?
Yeah. I'm thinking like, although not using the part, but the inspiration from the Romulan Daredecks with all the window holes.
So like an almost flat piece full of windows?
Yeah, you could. Why not?
That'd be kind of cool.
I mean, you've got the styrene. You could even bulge it out so it's more of a rounded front feature.
Oh, I can make whatever I want.
And just throw a bunch of window holes in there.
I got these drawer knobs here.
Oh, there you go.
A whole bunch of those.
Even something like that with a bunch of holes in it for windows or whatever.
Big sphere sticking out the front. Uh-oh. Let's not use that right now. I'm going to take a quick look in I'm going to leave this right here because I'm going to be digging around in a drawer full of plastic and it's very noisy. So
all right.
I'm just going to leave my mic right there. Feel free to entertain the audience, all 4 of them.
I'm juggling. Can you see? Do you like my juggling skills? They're pretty good here.
Like we're watching Whose Line Is It Anyway there on YouTube, and it was worst something or whatever, and Colin Mockery is like, I'm now going to do my mime routine. I will demonstrate pressing my hands up against a pane of glass. Notice that there is no glass, but I am just pressing my hands. It was like the worst mime in the world.
Yeah. Trenton says so many ideas.
Oh, that didn't make it to the table. There, that did. Let's see what we got here. Got a remote. Oh, we got cocktail forks. We got. What's that? What's this? So I did have these bins organized by clear, white, black, colored card red, you know, different size pieces, but they eventually all got jumbled and mixed up. Lots of large pieces. There's all these little pieces. Where have all the greenies gone? Long time ago. I had a little bin that had just pieces that I had cut off models.
And Trenton's going off to go make some tea. He'll be right back.
Excellent. Earl Grey hot.
Nope, he says not Earl Grey though.
Not Earl Grey. Here's a cool. Okay, so I found that. Found this one. This is like a cool thing. It's from like a little fake lantern.
Yeah.
Here's like a whole one right here.
Oh, okay, yeah.
It's a little battery light. So I had a couple of them. This is inside. I want to make like a warp core model of a warp core with lights inside here.
That would be so cool.
Detail on it.
Yep.
And then there's other parts that go with it that are sort of similar that would work, right? This is the light from the glasses. And the
Okay, yep.
The hinge part came off.
Oh, okay.
And it's rechargeable.
Almost looks like the front part almost looks like a little shuttlecraft.
Yeah, it does.
You know, almost like a, movie era, the motion picture era.
This, for some reason, it looks like it opens.
Or an early TNG shuttle shape.
Pops right off. So if I ever need a little windshield, I got one right there.
There you go.
I can't have anything. Everything eventually becomes part of a starship. All right, let's get this back. Okay, so we found this razor bit right here. So that's got like 3 winders in it. Is that your neighborhood, Ken?
Sounds like it's like a street over.
Ambulance or police car?
Couldn't tell. They use the same siren system.
Oh yeah, they're the same. Around here, they sound totally different.
It just depends on what you use, what you set for your settings.
Oh, okay.
Usually, it's generically a code 3 system.
They're customizable.
Kinda like you have what's known as whale, you have pier, and you have
well, yeah, not customizable, but like you have some choices.
Yeah.
Okay, so I think I'm gonna try using this little bit of a razor right here. I'm gonna cut a notch out of here. so that it can go into it. Where's my knife? Oh, where's my knife? There it is, my 20-year-old X-Acto knife. That's my baby. This is what I use to make those pictures on glass with the vinyl. This guy right here.
Nice.
It's got a special curve to it. Notice how it's not pointy?
Yep.
It has that curve. That's from sharpening it over the years. And it has like this wedge shape where it's not, the edge isn't as thin and the tip is kind of round. So the tip of this doesn't break. It's kind of rounded over, so it cuts on glass. And when I go to cut on the glass, the shape of it makes you want to, like if I use one of these,
it's going to want to bite in everywhere.
Well, the tip of that will break off within like 2 minutes.
Yeah.
First, it'll get flat from rubbing on the glass, and it'll get it like a backwards burr. And then after that, it'll rub off and it'll break off. And then I'll have a little piece of metal tip stuck in the vinyl. And then it wants to, it doesn't go where you want it to go. It's harder to control. It wants to run off to the side, or the slightest little bit of pressure, it'll jiggle like this, and you'll get like a ziggy-zaggy cut. But this just flows smoothly, and you just adjust your fingers slightly, and you keep pushing it, and it just goes where you want it to, right? When you turn it, it'll turn, and all you got to do is adjust the motion of your hand a little bit. It's a technique I finessed over the years of doing it. I don't know anyone else who's ever done it, who makes those. I don't know if I've shown this before on stream, but here's another one. This is a really old one that I did. So this is the same style as the Reliant one that I sent to you, Ken.
Yep.
So all the black is glass, and the white is a big vinyl sticker that I cut out by hand, like I was just demonstrating right there.
Yep. That's amazing work you do. You, sir, are a genuine artist. An artiste.
Yeah. We got the priests here coming down the stairs to give offerings to the tomb of whoever this angel is, who's coming to give this guy his best wishes, I guess. I don't know if the angel is him or if it's come to see him. It's up to the viewer to interpret. Is that the angel of that guy on the ground, or is that the angel that's coming to take that guy from off the ground?
Could be his guardian angel, who let the priests know that he needs help.
Guarding him from these guys, maybe.
Could be that too.
Oh, that guy is looking kind of sinister. These guys don't look like they have good intentions. I don't know what he's got in his hand there. Some kind of bowl? I don't know.
Is it big enough to fit his head in it?
Yeah.
Head collection bowl?
It's up to the viewer. So this time, I guess I must have went into the wrong studio because my logo is back and my name says Cheap Engineer again.
Yes, it does.
My color is yellow.
Yeah.
This is yellow. So I must have just went into the default studio or something. I don't know what happened. I didn't have any of my media assets. Nothing was there.
Oh.
There's my intro and outro. It's there.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. I didn't get to play the beautiful Starship footage or anything. Okay. Now that I've found my blade and talked about it and got sidetracked for 10 minutes, I'll make this little cut. couple of scores right there. That should just snap out now. Super easy. Barely an inconvenience.
He's been putting out a bunch of new content lately.
Yeah, which is good to see.
Yeah, I just heard he's having another baby.
Oh, good for him. Yeah, that Ryan George guy is pretty funny. Like his dry sense of humor. I especially like the ones where they're trying to come up with names for stuff. The Bureau of Naming Things. And they're trying to decide what to name things. Oh, c'est dommage. All right, so I gotta add a little glue there. Gonna get a fresh one because my nozzle tip was all busted. Just get a fresh goo. Where's my poking stick? I like to poke that because I find if I screw this down to try to pop the seal, oh, see, I ended up squishing it. Now, as soon as I open it, it's all going to go everywhere. Where's my little glue catching thing?
Hey, Sick Jim is here. He says,
Jim?
Waves and says, again, all.
No.
And I changed your name.
Extraordinaire.
Mm-hmm.
Man, come on. Surely you jest, my friend.
I do not.
You jest me not. Okay. Put a little too much pressure on that. Put it back in place. It's a good thing it didn't happen later when I was trying to file that, because I need to come in here and file all the edges of this. Because it's got edges sticking out. I got to round those down and smooth them out.
Yeah.
Good to have you again, Jim. Welcome back. Just get rid of the hexes. I suppose I could reinforce the inside of it there with my non-patented reinforcement. There's so much shit in there. What the hell's going on?
Ew, that's gross.
It's full of stuff. There's junk in there. All right, so a little bit of glue. So I'm gonna have to use this. I'm gonna have to use this technique on my little mini base because the bridge.
All right.
Giggity, giggity. All right. Gloogity, gloogity, glue. That's what I was saying. I'm going to have to use this baking soda and glue technique on the bridge for my little mini base because the saddle where the string goes across, the thickest string, I carved the saddle too deeply. So it like wraps itself around the string like this. So the string should be sitting kind of on it like that with hardly any contact. But I carved too deep so it kind of hugs the string and it doesn't reverberate as much as it should. No. Is that the signal that I'm getting sidetracked and I should...
No, I'm just... Sure, I'm just playing around with him.
Oh, right on. So yeah, what I'm going to do is refill the spots of the saddle of the guitar. I'm going to build it back out again so that I can carve a new slot for the string and I won't go as aggressive or deeply. It just needs a little bit of a notch so that it doesn't wiggle out of position. And the saddle is made out of this moose antler stuff. It's made out of the same piece of antler, and the glue works great with it.
But won't that be difficult?
No, it'll be super easy. Barely an inconvenience.
Mm. So we've been looking for an excuse to play this one.
Ship my pants, you're kidding. You can ship your pants right here. You hear that? I can ship my pants for free.
Wow, I just may ship my pants.
Yeah, ship your pants.
Why did you ship the bed?
I just shipped the bed. I should send Ryan George a message and ask him if I can use his little sound clip on my live streams.
Well, that's what I'm thinking. Like a couple of them, just like barely the barely an inconvenience one, and I'd say get off my back.
Something is tight. Yeah, I need you to get all the way off my back on that one, sir.
Yep.
All right, let me get off of that thing. But why would they do that? Money, sir. Okay, money's tight. That's so funny. But why would that character do that? So the story could happen. Oh, okay. Hilarious. All right, so this is weird. I gotta cut that right about there. I want this little hole part.
Trenton's get off my plane.
Get off my plane, stupid snakes.
No, the get off my plane is from Air Force One.
Oh,
that was Harrison Ford.
Oh, he's like, get off my plane. Okay.
Yep.
I haven't seen that.
Oh my God, who the hell cares?
Also, I haven't seen the one about the snakes on the plane either.
No, neither have I. It was one of those things like, nah, I don't have any general desire to see that movie.
Pass.
It doesn't seem like it's going to be that good.
No. And it's not Samuel Jackson's fault. He's awesome. He's a great actor.
Yeah.
You know, it's usually not the fault of the actors that movies suck. They do their best, man. You know, their job is to come and read the lines and act like that person.
Yep.
They don't
As
write,
per
you know,
what the director tells them to do.
Yeah. Unless your name's William Shatner and you wrote the thing and you're directing it and you're the star and you're the hero of the movie and you're going to have a debate with God about whether he needs a starship or not.
Then at that point, it becomes your fault.
Yeah.
You touched everything, so therefore it's your fault.
Yeah.
Trenton says Air Force One is actually a good movie. It was, yes. I would.
It
agree.
was, yeah. I know it was a good movie. Like I've seen it, you know, being played on TV or whatever. It's one of those ones that I've never sat and just watched the whole thing.
Yeah. Trenton says Gary Oldman shines as the villain in Air Force One.
Gary Oldman's really good in everything.
Yeah, he's a phenomenal actor as well.
I like the guys that can play interesting characters. You'd think I would like Johnny Depp, but I don't know, it just bugs me.
Something about him, yeah.
Something about him. Get out of here.
So did you like his role in Nightmare on Elm Street?
Oh, his first ever movie role.
Where he dies in a geyser of blood.
Nobody dies as good as Sean Bean.
He dies a lot.
Yeah, when you become an internet meme about dying in every movie and show that you're in, yeah.
Yep.
He's like the literal poster boy for getting killed off. So this, hey, where you going over there? Get back over here. So I kind of got like a couple little hooks on the edge of this that can hook right into that panel. That can go right into there.
Trenton's asking, you didn't like Johnny Depp's Pirates movies?
The only one I ever saw was the first one.
And your opinion
No.
on that one?
It was a movie about pirates made for kids.
So a kids movie about people who are murderers and rapists.
Well, they don't really do that in the movie, do they?
Well, I mean, that's where pirates were, though.
Well, yeah, but not these ones.
No.
It's Disney pirates.
Yes. Trenton then says,
Terrible,
like,
terrible people.
yeah, like Liam Neeson dies in so many movies.
Does he?
Well, yeah, like Star Wars Episode 1.
And
I'm trying to think of others. But I remember that he has a particular set of skills.
yes, those are the only movies he doesn't die in. Everyone but him dies in those ones.
Yeah.
He's like, I'll make any movie that you want, but I need one franchise where I'm always the hero. Actually, he's pretty much always the hero in most movies he's in.
Yeah. Trent says it's one way of looking at it for a Pirates movie. Yeah, I mean, it was a comedian I had heard. I mean, like, dressing, how people dress up kids for Halloween. It's like a pirate. So if somebody was a murder master, who would like murder people and rape women, and that's your kid.
Yeah, that's your hero of the movie.
Yeah, those are fine, but Adolf Hitler costumes, they're not good
Well,
for Halloween.
I'm not
Which
sure.
Which they shouldn't be. They shouldn't be okay for Halloween.
No. Trixie, get me the Patterson file. All right. So I think I'm going to put this in this way because it's actually got more details on the inside of it.
Cool. Are you going to let it have the lights come out?
Kind of flat. Yeah. So I'm going to put it like that. It's got a little bit more detail to it like that. Mm-hmm. And I could better, it was a little weird to try to attach it like this. There's not a lot of contact points, right?
Right.
So we're going to put it like that. And it fits right into that little slot.
Oh, did Mary get you that lid for the cup I sent you?
Not yet.
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna get the heated lid. I have a smaller cup.
Yep.
What were they? I think they were at Costco or something. It was like a pack of 2 of these cups for like, I don't know, $25 or whatever. And it's basically the same thing, just a smaller version of it. And
yeah.
It's got the cup coffee.
Actually, surprisingly, the Yeti mugs I sent out to people, they weren't that much money individually.
No.
What made them cost more was just the individual engraving in them.
Really?
Yeah. Even that wasn't too bad.
Engraving is a nice touch.
Yes, it is. I think each mug was probably around 40. I want to say about $48, something like that.
You think Andrew's still listening?
It might be. Although he may be sleeping by now because he does have to work in the morning.
Andrew, are you listening? Are you there?
Can you hear me? Can you feel me near you?
Can you feel my presence or my intents, my intentions? Okay, where is that thing? I don't think he's not answering, so I don't think he's here. I want to, because you spoke of the engraving, right?
Yep.
So I have a little thing somewhere. I don't know. I can't find it, but I want to get one, and I want to send one to Andrew. And it's like a little USB powered puck. It's like a little metal heater for your cup. And you put your
Okay.
cup on it, and it keeps your tea hot because of those cups he has, which are beautiful Picard cups.
Yeah.
But his Earl Grey doesn't stay hot for very long, and
Right.
I want to get the Canadian Starships logo like laser engraved into it. Where's mine? I just want to show it. It's just like a little, like I said, like a little puck.
Yeah.
It's like a little
Yeah,
round
that's about
pad, and then
I have an older style one where it's a square, white box for it, and then the black circle pad for it.
yeah, pretty much. It's like a little ring, and it has a stainless steel circle on the inside of it, and the outside of it looks like wood. It's plastic, but it looks like wood.
Okay.
Yeah, and it plugs a USB plug in, and it heats your coffee.
Yeah, and it's also good for keeping a little bowl of water warm for decals.
Yeah, a little bowl of water warm for decals. Keep your Earl Grey warm. But I don't know. Do you think he'd appreciate that? Do you think he'd like it? Use it?
I think he would, and I think he would use it.
I'm surprised he doesn't already have something like that. So I'm gonna check. I'm gonna check Amazon for something like that and see what I can find.
Yeah.
Because I got mine. Mary got it for me. I think she got it on Amazon a few years ago. And I've had mine for like probably at least 4 years or so. And I've used it for many things besides heating up coffee.
Right. And did you get yours engraved? Laser engraved? No.
No, I didn't. But I've gotten things laser engraved before.
Yep.
I got like when my buddy was my best man at my wedding, I got him a laser engraved Zippo with his name on it and a picture laser engraved on there, and it wasn't that expensive. And it was just a little thing. It didn't cost a lot, but
now
it's
people
not
are
about
buying
that.
the at-home laser engravers for like, I don't know, probably a couple $100. I have no idea how much you're paying for them.
I bet you somebody in HTM probably has one.
Well, it wouldn't surprise me.
I bet you somebody in the group's got something like that.
Yeah.
Oh, not there. That's in one of my drawers. I was so disorganized. Can't find shit.
Why would you bother looking for shit?
Because I don't know where I put it.
Should be putting it in the toilet.
Here's my little container of Greeblies. So you could get, let me see. I just saw one in there. I don't know if you have any of these already, but you can get these for hanging that picture.
Yep.
So they're just little glass hanger things, right?
Yeah, you just use them on like mirrors and stuff.
Yeah. Get some of those mirror hangers if you feel like putting it on the wall, or get one of those little plate, decorative plate stands if you want to just have it on a stand beside your model or something, right?
Yeah. Trent says that's one big pile of shit.
Yeah, so this is some little interesting things that I have. We got this little
I'm waiting for you to start singing. These are a few of my favorite things.
These are a few plastic drawer knobbies and ladies' hairy movies and little flashlight battery covers. Plastic mirror hangers and milk carton sealers And rings made from rubber. So I got little doodads and bits and clear parts in there, but there's not really anything with a whole bunch of detail on it.
Right.
I was looking for something interesting that had some detail on it. All right. Again, back to this. So that's going in here. I think I'm just going to glue it in there, and then maybe.
Do you want to try and back it at the bottom part to get rid of the gaps at the very bottom on the sides of the bottom part?
Right here.
Yeah, like on the sides.
Right here. Like you're talking
Yeah.
about this part?
Nope. Like face it directly at the camera as if it was.
Yeah. So you're talking.
At you.
Yeah, you're talking right here. These little gaps.
Yeah. I just figured I'd ask you before you glue it in if you want to throw something behind it to back it.
Yeah, good idea.
But yet leave those three
leave it
horizontal
open.
lines up above for the light to come through.
Yeah. Yeah, okay. I get what you mean now.
Yeah.
Put like a little wall on the back part of it.
You could probably even get away with just a little bit of round styrene.
Yeah. I'm going to put it right on the orange piece.
Doesn't even have to go right on the orange piece. Just a piece of round. Yeah, I don't know if you have any round styrene rod. Really thin stuff?
No.
Okay.
What did you mean, round? Well,
Yeah,
I know what round means, but you mean to put in this way, to like insert like that?
Insert behind. Or like almost like a cute, like if you have plastic Q-tip.
Actually, I have these. I have these.
And that's just solid plastic.
Yeah, it's clear.
Okay. Yeah, something like that.
I got like a bag of them. It's like 100 in here.
There you go. Maybe just a couple little short pieces of that. I mean, you could even keep them clear and have light transmitted through them.
Yeah.
Or just have them, paint over them and then be done with it.
It's like really small sprue.
Yeah, but that way it would, it basically would plug in that area behind there.
Yeah.
And not make it look like it's uninteresting, boring, and flat. Just ideas. I mean, you could also just go with some flat stock sheet as well.
If I was to put this right in here, I could put this right to there. Even have it sticking out a little bit, and it would like light. So let's say if I laid it right like that.
Yeah.
I'd have to file a small amount of it out, I think. Maybe I shouldn't have cut this notch right here. Unless I cut that notch a little more.
Right.
Like this. Like this.
Sorry, I'm not trying to take over your build or anything. I'm just.
Oh no, I'm always open to suggestions. Like I said, I don't plan this stuff ahead, so I don't have a preconceived idea of what I'm doing here, right? I'm just kind of making it up as I go along. So any help is actual help.
Yeah. I just figured, if you back it somehow first.
That's
the
a great
hassle of, even if you don't do
Well,
the clear tube thing, it'll save you.
I probably would have tried to fill it with tiny triangular pieces of styrene.
Mm-hmm.
I was going to try to put, but your idea of putting one piece in there beforehand is a better idea. And then your idea of like a rod or a tube or something is an even better idea. And I have these clear ones. So that might make a cool. Let's just give a little test here and see what we can do. Where's my clippers? We're just gonna clip this. Say we'll give it this much. Oh, geez. Okay.
That's hard.
Stuff tough. Good thing I have safety glasses on because little bits of it went shattering everywhere. So this is angled a bit. So I'm going to try to get a bit of an angle on it. I'll just guesstimate.
Nothing wrong with a little bit of a guesstimation.
No. My whole life is a guesstimation and a destination to guess. You can be my guest and make your best guess at how I'll make my next mess. Yeah, that's actually a pretty good song right there. Not too bad. Not too bad. Not too bad. Okay, so what I want is, there's a little bit of glue here that I'm just going to get rid of. Just kind of use the heel of my blade to dig it in. Dig in, dig out, dig in, dig out. Dig in.
And Trenton says, my singing sounds like nails on a chalkboard.
Nails on a Chalkboard, one of my favorite bands in the early 2000s.
Yes, that's one thing you'll notice. Jody likes to sing. He does great voices. You'll notice on the Friday stream, there's several fans that Jody has that constantly asking him to do the Herbert voice from Family Guy.
Yeah, I don't know if I should be doing that voice.
And he says, yep, he got a good singing voice.
All right, so just gonna.
But you also do a good Emperor voice from like Emperor Palpatine voice.
Emperor Palpatine. Use the Force. Feel the hatred building inside of you. Something. Okay, I like that. I'm just gonna scrape a little of this paint away right here. I should probably glue this corner too and reinforce it. Or did I? Diddle I? I said Kiddlies. Diddle I?
Trenton says I do a good Yoda impression.
A Yoda? A good Yoda impression you do you? Hear it, I must. Please, Yoda for me. Will you do? I don't do a very good Yoda.
What would you say the best voice you do is, other than your own?
I hate my own voice. Honestly, I can't stand it. Can't stand my own voice. Oh, that didn't go in place where I wanted it to go. Stop being weird. There. I don't know which would be the best one.
Or is there one you enjoy doing the most?
I don't know, because I don't really think about doing it. It just sort of automatically happens when it's time to do something or to say something in a different accent or whatever, right? I kind of just do it.
I don't know. Do you have like a Morgan Freeman voice?
Morgan Freeman. I haven't really tried to do Morgan Freeman very often, but he's very sophisticated and cultured in his voice and his way of speaking.
Trenton's laughing. He said, I can't stand the sound of my own voice either. People think I sound like a girl on the phone. I ain't kidding. Yeah, we had a guy like that back home, unfortunately, and a lot of people, he would answer the phone at his business. A lot of people would think it was a woman.
Hello. Good afternoon. You've reached Business and Business. Please state your business.
I can't remember what the guy's name was. I when I heard his name, though, I realized I went to school with one of his kids.
Oh, yeah?
But yeah, then I was tasked at one point to call him for work, and he answered. I can't remember his name. Say if his name was George or whatever, So it sounds like a woman answers the phone, and like, hi, is George there? And this woman's type voice. Yeah, I'm speaking.
This
it's
is
like
George. This is George. Did you say George or Georgia?
Trenton says, laughing at the voice, I can do a Christian Bale Batman impression.
Ooh, Batman.
Yeah, I think your impressions are generally amazing. I can't really do voices or accents.
But your natural voice is very nice.
Well, thanks. I'm like most people, though. I don't like the sound of my own voice.
I like it a lot better than mine.
I think yours is great too. So
you have a very calming, relaxing voice.
A lot of that comes from previous careers.
Yeah. So you kind of have a knack for sounding welcoming.
You could solve a lot of stuff by just talking calmly to people, and they're less likely to want to fight you.
It's almost 1 o'clock.
Yeah, almost midnight for me. I think in 15 minutes I'm gonna head off to bed.
I think in 15 minutes I'm gonna have to go get going pretty soon to go pick up Mary. She's probably gonna be ready to start coming home soon. It's a late night for her. I just want to get this little glass thing. Well, not glass, but this kind of little clear thing in place.
Mm-hmm.
So I think I can put like just one. What color should I put of an LED right there? A light.
Well, you could also just use a clear paint to paint the clear if you wanted.
I could, but I got all these different colors.
Right. Or would you not be worried about it mixing and causing issues with the other lights?
Not really, because there's there's the red one here, and I already built like a little dividing wall in there on my first stream. I put like a little wall in between there and the ones that are here.
Yeah.
So it won't affect too much. And I could, you know, do the same thing, but I'll put a light like way down inside here. Right? It'll be down past this little lip. So I could always just put like a little hood over it. Just
Like,
sort of a
do you want
piece
it like to say that those 3 strips in the those 3 strips in there?
Yeah, those will be
indented.
lit.
Do you want to say that's like the you know the
deflector?
The deflector dish.
Yeah.
And then have it like, I don't know, blue or something, or
yeah. But it doesn't have to be blue because that's kind of Federation. But
True
like
enough.
I got the orange and yellow. I got a couple. That one says yellow green. That one's yellow. I got red. We got white. We got purple. We got another orange one.
Are you keeping this saying that it is a Ferengi ship then, or?
I don't think it's gonna look much like a Ferengi ship when I'm done with it.
Okay.
Like, you know, people that know what a Ferengi ship is will get that it used to be that. Yeah.
Yeah.
It was a Ferengi ship model, but I don't know if it's gonna look much like a Ferengi ship when I'm done.
Yeah, I mean, so you could go anything. I mean, you could go green light, or on the front, or.
Well, you could still say it's a Ferengi ship. It's just a new design, right? You didn't really see much from them. All you really saw was this kind,
and then
maybe a couple
Quark
little
shuttle.
shuttles. Yeah, you didn't really see many ships from them.
No,
so
you didn't.
Who's to say a green one? Who's to say they didn't? I should probably save these ones for doing like.
Which ones were those?
Have to. They're green.
Yeah.
So like green and red and blue, I should hold on to those. I do have little flickering ones that I got from the little candles. Stole out of the tea lights.
Yeah.
Let me see. Is this one of them? No, that's just.
And Trenton said he'll be heading off to bed shortly too.
Well, Trent and I really appreciate you tuning in to my live stream tonight, man.
But it does sound like he's going to stick it out to the end with us.
Trenton's been watching my videos since the beginning. Really, like.
Well, that's awesome, Trenton. Thank you very much. Not that he's watching me. I mean, he's here watching you and what you're doing.
Oh, that one changes color.
Ooh, that's kind of funky.
I don't have a choice of what it does. If it would just only do that, that would be cool.
Yeah.
But it's cycling through. But I got like a bunch of little...
those would almost, like a number of those would almost work in if you had a large enough TOS Enterprise warp nacelle.
Yeah.
Well, you have it in your main overarching like orange color, but then have that as a flickering as well.
What's this one? This one has a resistor on it. This is out of a little it's a green one. Doesn't look that green on the camera, but
there you go.
You can see the green off my hand.
Trenton says, "You're welcome, Jody, and you and when I can, I'll try to catch your streams."
Well,
yeah,
I do it
Saturdays.
Every Saturday. I do it every Saturday at 6. And
6 Eastern?
Yeah, 6 Eastern Standard. And I'm almost always on the Friday night group ones. It's not on my channel, though. It's on HTM. So if you look at my channel, you'll see a list of channels in my list there somewhere. I think it should be there. I figured out how to do it last week. Finally, on how to add all my friends' channels into there. So if you look there, you'll see a list of channels, and you'll see the HTM, the There we go. That's the one I'm looking for. What about that?
Give me a second here. Oh, there you go. A little flickering. Yeah, why not?
So I got a bunch of these. I just bought like a couple packs of, for $1.50, you get 3 little tea light candles that have fake flame in them. So I was like, yeah, you know what? I bought those and I just ripped out the LED. So I got three LEDs for $1.25, or six of them for like $3.50 or $2.50, whatever. I don't know how much math is. I'll figure that out. It's 1:52. Yeah. So I should probably get the light in there before I affix this, because that's going to be really difficult. But just for funsies, let's put this guy right here. Let's put this inside. Like that. And we'll have something that looks like this. I think I'll have to replace that. I got some paint on it there. I didn't scrape enough paint away from the side, and when I glued it, it peeled a little bit of the paint. So I could probably just get in. I could probably just get in there and clean it off and scrape it away.
Yeah, I just put a link to the Friday show we did. Not that I was there, but Jody was there. That was the HTM YouTube channel. So if you want to click on that afterwards, and
I wasn't there for the whole thing last night. I had to leave early. I had to go and do something there.
Yeah, but I mean, you'll get to learn who most of our regulars are.
That's not bad. That's kind of cool.
Yeah.
I don't think it's going to get much of the light from inside here because they're like way down there.
Yep.
So I don't think much of that's going to get to the front. I'm just going to put this on one more time just to get a look and just to see if it is.
Yeah, no problem, Trent. And you can just if you want, you can subscribe to that channel there and hit the notification bell, and it'll let you know when we're doing our live streams.
Yeah,
on Fridays and stuff.
We don't get anything from the ones inside there.
Yeah, because
they're down so low, right? And we don't get any red interference from that.
Well, that's good then.
I'll have to. Not like that's going to make any interference, but I'll just go in and put another couple of drops of paint on that. It's separated as it dried. Those are kind of in there. So this will be painted. I'm going to paint that sort of red or orange or whatever in between all these little ribs here.
Yep.
All the little inset parts. I'll paint those so that they have color from the outside too. And then, the framing of it will probably get like a gold or a copper or something like that. Some metallic looking look.
Ooh, copper. Copper would look nice.
Yeah, copper does look nice. And we got little venti things right there. Paint that a different color than the rest. And then maybe try to highlight some of those details. One thing I haven't really tried much is dry brushing. Maybe I'll consult you next time and we'll do some dry brushing.
I've done tons of dry brushing.
Yeah, I know. You'd be pretty proficient at it.
Yeah.
So I got the little nosy bit constructed.
Well, it's looking great.
Closed in the front there where the stand comes up. I think I got to take a little bit more off this side still. It's a little thicker than the other side. There's a little bit of a divot there. This one's nice and smooth. This one's a little thicker.
Some sanding.
You gotta be looking at it close up to see that. Like right here, you can't see that.
Yeah.
You'll never know. You'll
But
never.
that's the great thing about your ships being so small. You can just hand them to a person to hold and look at.
Yeah, it's like, hey,
You know.
check this out.
Yeah, you just hand them the stand, and they hold the stand and look at the model.
You still there, Trenton?
He says definitely is looking cool. And he did subscribe to the HTM YouTube channel, I do believe, is what he said.
Cool. Awesome. So here's some small ones.
And he says, I am still here.
All right. So here. Show you this. I know
This
you
one
can find it.
hasn't. You did this one fairly recently too.
Yeah, I did this one during live streams, so there's no videos of it. A little beat up emblem there.
Yep.
There we go.
Looking
So,
great.
Couple little red ones there on the side. So I did the same thing with the little tiny fiber optic things. All the little lights there. So some pictures I saw, these were lights or windows, and some pictures I saw, they were just little divots. I decided to make them windows.
Yeah, I've seen them too as windows that may not be lit up though either. So this is whatever your sources say, right?
Yeah. The one part I couldn't get was how there's like a little ring of lights around this.
Yes, that is a hard thing to
way
do.
too small. Yeah.
Yeah,
It was too
hard.
small for me to. It was too small for me to try to get that. There's the bottom.
Then you have your engines on the back.
Side details. Yeah. Got my back engine there. And I did a little bit of Raytheon effect right there for this little back part.
Yeah.
Get that in focus.
Trenton says, "I got that kit. That kit set too. That's cool. Cool. You lit that.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Yeah, so this would be the 1000 scale bird of prey. And it's one of my favorite ones I've done recently.
The old butter tray.
Yeah, this is a butter dispenser thing, a butter holding dish that I got from the laundry room downstairs. That's cotton and paint. And that's lights. Just a second.
He says that small TOS build is really cool idea.
Thank you. I'll turn off the overhead here. There we go. Look at the only thing I didn't manage to do is the 4 squares on top of the saucer, just because these two, the top part of the saucer and the bottom part of the saucer, are literally up against each other until the up curve part here, right? Like right up to there, that there's no space. They're like met up right beside you. I even got the little impulse engines in.
Nice. Yeah, amazing work as always.
And then these Broussard things here, the same way I did the ones on the Cardassian one with the glue and the baking soda, just putting drops of glue and building it up and drops and building it up until it made a little dome. I think they're a little too big. I think I gotta file them down a little bit more, make them slightly. Looks like we can use a little bit of touch-up paint right there too. Gotta scratch that off and move it to that spot. on there too. So yeah, it's not perfect. I kind of finished it and I was like, all right, move on to the next thing. And I didn't get down to like the final tiny, those little tiny details.
Yeah.
But if this light's on, you can't see that anyways. You can only see that in total darkness. Like right now, you can't even see those. Maybe a little bit right there. But yeah, this one was fun. I got a little, there's like a little tube going into where the shuttle bay goes, where the wires come through. And all the lights are inside there. As you can see, because I didn't put enough paint on the outside. The plastic is red, so that's why this looks red. But all the lights are just white.
Yeah, he said, I was wondering if those were plants or cloud, nebula.
Yeah, it's supposed to be coming out of a nebula, right? I tried to get like a little swirly bit, you know what I mean? Just let me fix that. It's like swirling around. And I could play around with this. I got extra. I still have some. Like I didn't use all of it, so I can add some more here if I find, you know what I mean? If it's like it's kind of too bright in one spot or it's a little empty right here, you know what I mean? I can just sort of add a bit. Just stick it in there. Oh, I want to have a little bit swirling off the saucer. All right, just stick it down in like that, so it's like kind of swirling out of there. Whee! Flying right.
You could almost do a couple small wisps leading from the very front edge of the saucer, halfway down the saucer.
That. Or like this.
Yeah, but much thinner, like very, very fine.
Yeah, just little wisps.
Yeah.
Yeah, little whiskers. Alrighty, there we go. That's it. Thanks for looking at it.
Thanks for showing.
Thanks for looking at it. Well, I promised Sarah that I'd give her a show and tell, and she could see whatever models she wanted to. She's not even watching the live stream, and she freaking she gave me a PayPal donation.
That was awful kind of her.
Well, it is awful kind of her. Sarah is a super, very kind person and a very close friend of ours that we've known for many years, and we love her anyways. But now I love her even more. No.
Towards your Wonderfest fund.
Yeah, well, that's what it's gonna do. Oh, and I can also use it to get that thing I want to St. Andrew.
Yes. Yeah, those aren't very expensive.
No. But I think it would be useful to him.
Yeah.
Maybe it's just something he's, I'm like, I'm surprised he never doesn't have one. Maybe he just never thought of it or he never saw one before.
Yeah. Maybe.
You know what I mean? I never saw one until Mary said, oh, look at this coffee warming thing. I was like, ooh, yes, please. Well, there we go. So we went past one. It's 1:05. Trent, thanks, buddy. You're a real trooper. Been here for the whole time. Both streams. Really appreciate it. I don't know if Sick Jim's still here, but Sick Jim, thank you. Cameron, thanks for being here. Cameron's always good to count on. Steve Martin, don't know if you're still here, but thanks for joining, Steve. Appreciate you too, man. Got to meet Steve at Wonderfest. He was really nice dude. It was awesome to meet him. And we had a cool little talk. I got to show him my models. I was like, oh, let me show you something. I went up to the room and I was like, got my models. And then I couldn't find them. He'd wandered off and went somewhere else. So I was walking around with my models in my hand looking for Steve. I was like, Steve, where'd Steve go? Steve. And then I found him and I showed him my models. And then I was happy and elated. Yes. Who else was here? Andrew. Thank you, Andrew. Thanks for doing the stream redirect, even though you're not listening. Hopefully he's not listening.
Hopefully he's sleeping.
Boil it. Yeah, hopefully he's sleeping. He's got work in the morning. He's got to do his thing. All right, and that's it. Trent says, have a good night, Jody and Ken and everyone else. Yes, I agree, Jody and Ken. Have a good night. And everyone else, Jim and Trent, and there was other people here. Whoever didn't comment, thank you for watching Trek Mods. Keep on trekking, as always. And since we didn't play it at the beginning, let's roll that beautiful Starship footage. Thank you, Ken.
You're welcome.
Oh, I can't just play it like that? I'll have to do it for. Weird. The audio wasn't perfectly in sync, and I worked so hard to get those photo transitions to go at the time when the music cues it. Dun, 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 but visually, it was just off a little bit there. Anyways, thanks, everybody. Have a good night.
Good night.